yesterday, a little sunshine today. See that grass growing? I'm very excited and very glad to be here. Sonia Sheffield, would you, we are so glad to have you here today. Would you please lead us in the pledge? Thank you, Sonia. All righty, and we have our songsters. A little surprise for us?
Hello, Rotarians. We have a song for you today. It's sort of election season, and it's all about our land, isn't it? So this land is your land. This land is
Off my dance step. Okay. Joel, you are blessing us with your thought for today. Thank you for helping us out.
So my wife follows this podcast for a lady. Richardson or something like that. Anyway, we had a really good point this last Sunday, and it was Martin Luther King Jr. Weekend, and so it's a great on heroism. And she says, heroism is neither being perfect nor doing something spectacular. In fact, it's just the opposite. It's regular, flawed human beings choosing to put others before themselves, even at great cost, even if no one doesn't know. Even as they realize the walls might be closing in around them. Here's a couple of examples. Me sitting down the night before D-Day, writing a letter praising the troops and taking all the blame for the next day's failure upon yourself in case things went wrong. It's generally it means writing in your diary. You still believe that people are really good at it. That was it means signing your name at the bottom of the Declaration of Independence in bold pen, even though you know you're signing your own death if the British capture you at John Hancock. It means defending your people's right to practice anything you don't even care, even though you know you become a dangerously physical target and not sitting there. Sometimes It just means sitting down, even in the board, it just. None of these people woke up one morning and said, I'm gonna be a hero today. It's just that when they have to. They did. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Joel. Very, very nice. Okay, well, again, this is not possible without the dedication of some of your fellow Rotarians. And let's just do a shout out to them today. Trudy, you're going to do our spur report. Thank you, girly. We appreciate it. Woo woo. And spur publisher and web mistress, Kathy Coyle. Woo woo. Yeah, you know, we're what we are. Herb Stowers is making us all look good. And audio visual, the poor man. Yes, Herb, thank you. Audio visual, Dennis and your team, you have to put up with me, and I want to thank you very, very much. I am not good at this, and you have to put up with my tardiness, so thank you. Jeff Youngsman, it's amazing how you do this. You are the Zoom host and chat monitor, and you're here. And he's there. It's like magic. It's like magic. I love it. Okay. And then our greeter, we had kind of a tag team today. We had Gowd and Marianne Rosa. You helped out. So thank you very, very much. We appreciate that. And again, making us look good out there in the Facebook and all those other types of, what is that, LinkedIn, is Kelly Bowers. And then our person in the back and taking care of us is Sergeant at Arms, Bob Bishop. Woo-woo! Bob, okay, we're starting our new little game today. And how have we done so far, Bob? Already, you guys love it. Okay, so this will be a shorter version. We're going to hopefully get a winner within the next 3 months and then another 3 months. So we're going to change it up so we get winners in a little bit. And then our traveling mics, let's see, what do we got back here? Oh, David, and we got the double D's going on. All right. All right. Oh, oh. This is why I love my club. And then also, we have Christy. Where are you, Christy? There you are. She has been so gracious. I'm wearing once again one of her shirts. Ellen, Frank, you have a nice zipped up little sweater there. What's really nice about it is she's doing these custom wear for us and assorted things. And we get a percentage of her sales, and she donates it back to our club. So thank you so much, Christy. I appreciate that. And we've made some money already. So thank you, my dear. We really appreciate that. So if you were so inclined to purchase something, Christy can help you with that at the back of the room. Okay. Jeff, out in Zoom land, is there any guests or fellow Rotarians to introduce? Okay, well, okay. How about in the room, do we have any visiting Rotarians? Orin, okay, we need to get a nice mic over there. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. How do we do this, you guys? Hi, Orin, that's right. We don't, yes, okay. All right, well, we'll work on that. That's a work in progress. How about, other than our recipients of the outstanding students, you'll introduce your parents, but do we have any other faces today? Okay, perfect. I love this. All right, so announcements. Okay, I've got a couple that snuck in. So before we hit the button, did you know? Okay, first of all, I wanted to read something quickly to you. This was sent to our club, and attention, Pat Coyle, and I have to apologize to Pat because I didn't see his name on there until after I opened it. So but it is to our club. And it says, thank you for supporting us this year. It meant the world to us, especially during a period of transition to a new workspace in Berkeley. Cheers to a bright 2024, the girls garage team. So I want to thank them. And Kathy, if you could provide this to your honey, this is a little thank you. Pat, come on up here, Pat. I am so sorry. You know, when I get mail, I just rip it open. I didn't, and afterwards, it's your name was all over. I think so. Pat, this is for you, and thank you for all your efforts. Oh, that's not yeah, honey. All right, perfect. Pat, thanks for all your hard work on that. And again, I'm sorry for stealing your thunder. All right. Okay, there is, okay, and this is one of them. Thank you. Okay, so, just a reminder, the last Wednesday of every month, except 1 month, and we'll talk about that later. We are going to have an evening meeting that won't be any soon, but this is an opportunity for members to bring potential new members that maybe can't meet during the day. They can't get away from work for an hour and a half. But we will have a regular meeting. It will be at Del Val Winery on Tesla Road. I think it's 49, yeah, 4948 Tesla Road. Dennis, you are all over this. And it'll be in the barrel room in the back. Doors open 5-ish if you come early. They will be serving wine. We're going to purchase hors d'oeuvres. You will purchase your own wine. If you find, I think Sonia verified it, if there's a particular hors d'oeuvre that you just you ran out of, you want more, you can purchase your own. Or if you don't like anything that we selected, you're more than welcome. But we will have our speaker. The meeting will start promptly at 5. Speaking starts at 6 and we'll be over at 6:30. You're welcome to hang out, I think, and drink, right, Sonia? Yes, we can. You know, you can count on us for a lot of things in this club. That's one of them. We're good party people. Okay, so again,
Does this replace the Wednesday meeting during the day?
correct. Yes, the idea is to make it more convenient. We've had new members that were younger, still in the workforce, that their time is very restricted. And we're trying to branch out and accommodate everyone. And we're going to give this a try for the next 6 months to see if this is doable. If we're maybe able to gain some members that can at least attend once a month. And maybe there's some of you that sometimes the meeting would work better for you. So we're going to give it a shot. So thank you all. Just a reminder. Looking forward to all of you doing that. Okay. Next, Bob, that crab feed. Can you give Bob a
email where I'm begging, strongly urging every member. I feel it's the responsibility of every member to donate an item to the crab feed, because it is our really only main money maker. Kind of things we're looking at are dinners for 4 from local restaurants, golf rounds. It's in the list. Please read the letter. When you acquired your item, either give it to myself or Diana Geyer, send us an email, and we're open to unique ideas, anything. So you'll fill out and give to her. Doesn't have to be when you give us the item, but fill it out, give it to her, we'll give it back to you. And I forget to make you put it.
perfect, Bob? Thank you.
And there's a meeting at my house
Yes.
tomorrow at 5:30, not 5.
Yeah, 5:30.
How many kids?
You've sold 25. Oh, I better buy 2.
There's only 38%, 39%.
Okay.
So you gotta.
Okay, better get on it.
Up behind a table, you need to move.
There we go. I'm better gonna get
The
my
date
card.
on the form says you have to have your sign off and in by January 19th. It doesn't say a year. So it's actually up to, the week before the craft meeting. We'd like to see it by then.
Perfect. Thank you, Bob. And just a reminder to you folks, if there's a business you deal with in town that you patronize a lot, gift cards, those things are great. Diana can make a nice basket out of those. So even if it's a $25 gift card, don't hesitate. Those are things that you can use and make something beautiful with it. Okay. So you know what? Neither Paul or Mike Thompson are here. Next time they will be on this. Okay, let's see here. One quick thing, the Livermore, I think, Livermore Valley Opera, Sonia, you've got an event coming up. You want to do a quick little announcement?
Fair to this, but the Livermore Valley Opera is hosting a fundraiser February 17th. At the Banquet Theater, it's the Twee Red Deck Tenors. It's going to be comedy and music, Western music, opera tune, Broadway tune. It's going to be fun, interesting. It's an hour and a half, and we really would love to have it. Oh, it starts at 7, and there's a reception at 5. Have at 5, drink, eat, and then the performance.
Well, then we're all there. That's all you had to say. Very good. Okay, and then do you have? Oh, and then next week, we have Laura Weber, conductor, Livermore Valley, Livermore Amador Symphony Guild. That's a lot to say. Speaking. And we have, I think, did we have a new member talk today? David, are you ready? No? Okay. Oh, wait. It's next. Yes, sorry, next week. All right, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, we're like ahead of time. So. Oh, Paul. So nice to see you. One other quick thing I want to make an announcement. The Livermore Rotarian Foundation, their grants are due February 1st. So if you know of an organization that obviously exceeds our little, club grant, that would be worthy of that. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I hope you all heard that. There is a link on our website to the foundation to access a application. So if you know of an organization that is worthy of that, please send them that information so they can fill out an application. Again, February 1st is the deadline. Let's see, we've got a couple minutes. Is there anything interesting? Yes.
Oh, I don't have anything interesting.
Oh,
I just want to remind you, if you have a desire to learn more, please come tomorrow night, HL, 9:30, Wicked. Learn more about the folks that were created. Probably a lot more. It preserves a lot of the open space and vineyards around Livermore. You learn more about than just volunteering or learning more about serving the community or the board. Free to you. So, drink some wine, eat some BBC board members and committee members.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Okay, Bill Lebo, I'm so sorry. I'm like blanking out. It is your time.
It is my pleasure to once again bring to you the speaking program. This month, our students will come from Livermore High School. Livermore High School.
recognize the president. I think it's a very big honor. Introducing to the world of Rotary, and so hopefully, we become aware of what a great organization it is, and that I think it's part of it. So I do want to call up the first student, for the meta. So why don't you come on up? So Octavio is a young student of the month, he's one of our younger ones, and the reason why I chose to, take an underclass because this student is, so he has so much control. He's a very quiet young man. You know that quiet ability, this totally embodies. Okay, and so I'm going to read a little bit about his varied interests and the things that he has done just within the living community that has had so you're going to get a little, okay, because he's very shy. So right. All right. So Octavio's academic journey has been marked by a genuine curiosity and passion for learning. His appreciation for computer science and biology reflects his eagerness to delve into the intricacies of the digital world and the wonders of science. His intellectual curiosity, which earned him a 4.0 GPA, extends beyond the classroom, contributing to a very holistic education. He is the president of the Mariachi Club at Livermore High School, which is the first ever mariachi club that we have had since I've been there. I should have had him bring his speech. Oh, man. He is wonderful. So he was able to showcase his leadership skills and commitment to the cultural enrichment of our community at the high school. So his musical from so he had to actually audition and get in and get approved to play the guitar that usually during the day. So again, his talents were on display during the Day of the Dead event that we held in the Wellness Center in November. He left a lasting impact on the students that came. So this is their first experience with such a huge celebration with the Day of the Dead. And so he was a big part of that. He auditions, he played, he was welcoming, he was one of the graders, and he helped organize the whole day event. So this commitment also extends to community service, where he actively participates in events at State Market. He highly emphasized teamwork and achieving shared goals, and was very evident in the work that he does in terms of community service and with other students on our campus. So his dedication has not gone unnoticed. He won Student of the Month in October, and again, that's a huge testament to his well-rounded ability. Beyond academics, he has a unique perspective. He has also an interest in architecture and for construction engineering. So he is really forward-thinking in what he wants to do, and in his going to plan with us in that vein. So he is willing to take risks. He is willing to explore, and he has a lot of creativity and resilience that will undoubtedly contribute to him. So he embodies what I call the cowboy spirit. We have this idea of what a good cookie was. So he embodies all that is friendliness, creativity, both personally and academically. So your excellence, your leadership, and your willingness to take risks makes you deserving of the success that you have.
Maybe, first of all, I would like to thank everyone, the principal, the Rotary Club, for giving me this opportunity. And this opportunity has been giving me give me a good look at the scholarship. Thank you.
So my next one is Amber Bell. Oh, no, it's Amber. Okay, so, this is hard. What's this about? She has that. I'm gonna try my- Can you let me know? Okay? All right. So Amber's academic journey is nothing short of extraordinary. With a stellar SAT score of 1550, numerous AP courses, and outstanding achievements in subjects ranging from calculus to environmental science, Amber has exemplified academic excellence at its finest. Her dedication to self-study in AP biology, self-study in AP biology and AP statistics is a testament to her thirst for knowledge. Beyond the classroom, Amber has been an active and impactful member of our school community. As the president of the Math Club and president of the Debate Club during her junior year, she not only participated in the American Math competition, but also mentored and led her peers in the art of debate. Okay. Amber's leadership extended to the Environmental Action Club, which is a passion of mine, where she served as the treasurer, contributing to the transformation of our science club. Where we have planters, that have a native garden to live in. So, very proud of them. Her community service holds a special place, for her, dedication to the Girl Scout, camporee, which she volunteers as a staff member, and designed engaging stations for elementary school campers. This speaks volumes about her commitment to making a positive impact on the lives of others, particularly other women. Amber's list of awards, and quite impressive, from winning the Girl Scout Silver Award to achieving undefeated records and winning the Coaches Award in debate. She has consistently demonstrated excellence. Her academic achievements including the AP Scholar with Distinction Award, which not many people get, and the Hispanic Recognition Award further highlight her commitment to scholarly leadership. Amber will be attending Cornell University, where she plans to pursue chemical engineering, and this is going to be a whole lot of fun with a planned PhD in explosives engineering. Look at that. I was like, I want to get out with her. All right. May your journey continue to be filled with success, and may your accomplishments inspire others. Congratulations. First, I want to thank Rotary Club.
And my parents are in attendance from the Bell. And I was not from Oxford. My dad, David Bell, he was. That's enough. Rohan and Hunt. One of the. Rohan is one of those students that. Starting as a attachment of the school immediately. Still position for you. This child, I can send him an email and it's like, what I good. Who emailed their preschool? So. Oh, well, I guess. I know. Just that. Okay, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love it. You did the dial and then, okay. All right, I'm sorry. But okay, here we go. This is so fun for me. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So Rohan, who is part of the Green Engineering Academy and dual enrollment at Las Positas College,
has not only excelled academically, posting a remarkable weighted GPA of 4.69, so he's out of it. 4.69. This places him in the top 1% of his class. He has also demonstrated exceptional leadership and initiative in various spheres on campus and in the community. And I can tell you, I know this man. All right. As the founder, and I love as the founder and president of the investment club, he raised over $6,000 for COVID relief in India through the Next Generation Nation. Additionally, he proposed and initiated the first personal finance course from the Livermore Joint Valley Unified School District, reflecting his vision for a more financially educated community. So because of him, we offer a class on our site that is called Financial Cycle Math, which teaches our students algebra 2 and trigonometry through the finance. Okay, so you can finance the house that all right. This summer, Rohan's talents were recognized at RHS Financial in San Francisco, where he served as a financial advising summer analyst, where he co-authored and researched articles on short-term rental tax strategies and programming Python scripts that significantly improved efficiency in the hedging aspect. Rohan, you know, I don't know what that even means. I'm like, it was a lot of hard work and smart work is what I know. All right, Rohan's dedication to community service is exemplified through his role as a junior achievement student advisory board member. He was elected as a representative for a nationwide U.S.-based commercial, where he played a crucial role in advocating for financial literacy curriculum, reaching over 50,000 dollars. As the business team lead at Gravitech X Robotics Club, Rohan showcased exemplary leadership skills by securing substantial grants, raising over $35,000 and managing a budget of 50,000 plus. His efforts not only led him to the team's first semifinals placement, but also garnered commendations from prestigious institutions. Rohan's internship at
Complaining about the offer.
Okay, Rohan's internship at Nottingham
Thank you.
San Ramon further underscores his commitment to education. Through curriculum development, curriculum developer, and leading summer camps, he contributed to the education of over 300 students in the San Francisco Bay Area and Tri-Valley. His reach even extended to international efforts in developing Python curriculum in Mandarin for high schoolers in Harbin, China. I don't know what this is. All right. In addition to his academic and professional achievements, Rohan is multilingual, speaking Mandarin and having 3 years of experience in Spanish. His diverse interests in tennis and cooking, his passion for hip hop and alternative rock, showcase a well-rounded individual with a thirst for knowledge. Rohan's volunteer work, awards, and recognition, including the Gold Presidential Volunteer Service Award, the JA National Stock Market Challenge, and various others, speak volumes about his dedication to making a positive impact in our community. And I want to tell you the conversations that I have with Rohan, it's never about himself, it's always about what we need to do so that everybody is ready when they walk out of high school, if they're already in. So Rohan, we are very proud. And we are very proud to call you one of our own. We really anticipating witnessing your extraordinary. So I hope you
Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad. I think you did justice with that speech, and thank you all so much today. I truly feel honored to be here. And as Mr. Muhammad mentioned, our goal of mine is actually trying to mandate personal finance across the nation. Currently, I don't know if you guys know, but personal finance is only mandated in about half the states now, and my goal is to mandate it nationwide. And it may not come to a surprise, but I do want to make your finance in the future in college with a specialization in behavioral economics. And I want to go into the field of private equity. I hope to leverage the network in the finance industry to help achieve this goal. I do also want to give a special shout out to both my parents here for all the support along the way, teachers, and then my wonderful mother as well. And thank you so much.
That concludes our student of the month. One of the surprises for you that I found out today, education does do that. Because the principal of Livermore High School is very quiet, didn't want to be called on, and hardly wanted to speak in front of anybody. Education does.
Okay, really quick, our first speaker did not get an opportunity to introduce, I think he brought his family. Could someone give him a microphone so he can introduce his family? Obviously, these amazing kids have amazing parents. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so Dowd, you want to come on up? I have to apologize, you guys. I had a little brain fart. I'm like, I got all kinds. Anyway, here's Dowd to introduce our speaker.
Well, I'm very pleased to introduce Orin Mahoney, who has been here before, and we really don't need introduction, but I think I'm going to do it very quickly. Orin is a longtime resident of Cupertino, California. He graduated from Carnegie Mellon University in 1967. He came to California to work for Hewlett Packard and received a master's degree from Stanford while working there. After 35 years management career at HP, he retired and devoted his time to community activities. He is a former member of Cupertino Council, City Council, and has served twice again. In addition to many other community groups, he is an active member of and a past president of Rotary Club of Cupertino. As part of the club's international service activities, he has participated in 12 projects, trips to Mexico, China, India, and Central and South America. He served as a district governor in 2017 to 2018. He was the recipient of Polio Plus Award in 2010, Area 8 Assistant Governor in 2014 to 2015, the District Membership Committee Chair 2015 to 2016, and the District Conference Chair in 2016 to 2017. He has served as a District Foundation Chair since 2021. I think he has done every part of the Rotary International you can imagine. I think he knows everything. Let's welcome Orin Mahoney. Thank you.
But I am back here to talk about the Rotary Foundation, so I'll give you an update on what's going on. Some of it, those of you that are new, will learn more, but for those of you that are here, this is a little easier. So what is the Rotary Foundation? It's a charity. It's basically Rotary He gives to the Rotary Foundation primarily from outside. Who's in charge of the science? This is you. You are. And then, yeah. The mission, they've been referring to. You guys know, I'm under 7. Focus for the next for a long time. Finally, I got it about 2 years ago. I'm starting to see some building projects in that. But otherwise, this real thing is okay. The programs. So it's really about the grants, voter recognition. The grants can be global grants, district grants, development. We need to talk about some of that. The district grants are really simple. In our case, they're basically district grants, which is the local and the international, most of them are local. Simple things, easy to do, easy to get approved. They're not matched, and that's the key. So they're not matched like on the but less of the match program, you can get a 25%. If you're doing a district grant, you can have a certain amount. I can get the $1,000 in PDF. So again, these are some of those things that are required to do. They don't, by the way, must align with the foundation. They do not. So the global grants are much more complicated. They require partner club in that country. They do have to align with it. There's a lot of work going together. If you want to do that, you can send them money. Even though there's a Rotary club on the ground there. You really want in that process. And these are $30,000. These are for families versus our district is very active. We raise a lot of money, spend a lot of money. But let me just show you. So our district does over $2.5 million worth of global grants over a typical 2-year period. Most of them take a while to get through. So we are very big in donating to the annual fund, and we're very big on spending it, especially on global grants. Scholarships, there's 2 kinds of scholarships. You may do scholarships using your own money or district grants. But the second kind of scholarships are global grants, and they're larger and have a specific requirement. They're for graduate study, not for undergraduate study, and they're for at an international university, and they're $30,000. So this is like right up there with the Fulbrights and the other named scholarships that you know about. And we've got an active program where pretty much every year for the last few years, our district, using some of the DDF that comes back, and I'll talk about what DDF is in a second, gets spent for these global grant scholars. This is actually a year ago's scholar. I need to update it, but Mackenzie is studying at the London School of Economics. Actually, we've had quite a few that have gone over to the UK recently. Most of them have been coming from Stanford, but they're open to any of the universities in the Bay Area or in our district, sorry. Vocational training team. This is something else that used to be called, well, anyway, doesn't matter what it used to be called. So these are groups, again, funded by GDF typically as global grants. And they're for a team to go to another country and train people in a specific area. We've got one that's going to Indonesia under Richard Flanders. We've had one of the things you would have seen on the slides when they went there was one that we've done several in China. And they're another activity that typically are done by global grants in our district. And then there's peace centers. And we also have the ability to have a peace scholar. We haven't had one the last few years, even though we do a global grant scholar every year. But there are 7 peace centers around the world, and they have their work cut out for them. Let's just say that at this point in time. But it's another really main activity of the Rotary Foundation. Oh, and of course, polio. So we're still working on this. This is where we were at the end of this year. So we keep track of this on calendar years, not on Rotary years. We're down to 12 last year. It was 20 something the year before. We're now evenly, I don't know what's good about that. We're evenly distributed between Pakistan and Afghanistan. The good news is both of those countries are actively working on it. So Afghanistan, we are working with the Taliban. The Taliban is on board with eliminating polio. They're there with supporting with security forces, the health workers that are women that are going out and doing the work there. It's probably the only thing they're supportive of women in Afghanistan. And in Pakistan, it's really if you look on a map, it's the same area. Well, it's India and Pakistan. It's on the one border area where that's going on. So we're going to get there. Okay. That's how we spend our money. How do we get our money? So there's 3 basically asks that we do. One is the annual fund. We're in the middle of the annual fund drive right now. November was foundation month, and that was our main drive. In this district, we work on the annual fund in the first half of the year. We work on polio in the second half of the year, which gets confusing when people say, what are you doing for World Polio Day? And we say nothing, but we're doing it now for vaccination week. And the endowment fund, I'll just touch on that. I think most of you know there's going to be a little wine social after this at Casa Real, where I can tell you all you want to know about the endowment and bequests and things like that. So annual fund, it's the primary funding mechanism for all those projects I talked about, whether it be local project, although you can obviously fund your own local project, but definitely for global projects. So again, the Rotary Foundation is a very unusual charity. It's the only charity where right away half your money comes back, and it comes back to the district in the form of something called District Designated Funds, or DDF. In our district, it goes back to the clubs in proportion to how much you give. So we have the more you give, more you get model that works really well. We are the highest by almost every measure. We're the best Rotary Foundation thing in our zone last year. We won the awards. And what happens to the rest of the money? Well, it comes back also if you do global grants. So what charity can you give to where you get more back? You can actually get more back than you donate. And the only answer is the Rotary Foundation. So I'm going to whip through this. You give money to the Rotary Foundation, half of it comes back as DDF. You can buy more DDF, it gets matched, and you end up with more than you gave. Anybody that wants the details, I'll do that later in the interest of time. So this is your club. This is Livermore. You guys have done a great job the last few years and continue to do a great job. Thanks to Good. He's the master at working as my foundation chair here. And you have a number of Paul Harris Society members. I'll touch on that because we're going to be giving out some awards in a little while. So I'm going to whip again. Come on. EREY, we are trying to do, even though we're super generous for the last 2 years, we've done $1 million for the last 2 years. We were like $12,000 short last year, $1 million of annual fund this district to the Rotary Foundation. But we still have 40% of Rotarians that give nothing. And we want to get everybody to give. So to be an EREY club, you have to have everybody in the club do at least $25. Paul Harris Fellow, the experienced Rotarians know when you get to $1,000, you're a Paul Harris Fellow, $1,000 over time. And then as you can do every other $1,000, it's Paul Harris 1, 2, 3 to major donor. And this is great. And this is important. But what's really nice for us is Paul Harris Society. Paul Harris Society is where you give $1,000 in 1 year. And as you see, last year we had 341 people that did that. That was about a third of that $1 million I talked about, with less than 10% of the members. So we really count on Paul Harris Society, $1,000. And you get special recognition at the district conference, and there'll be a reception again this year at the district conference. And I have a slide here that I don't use at many clubs, which is RcoL Society. And I don't use that because that's like super special. This is somebody that gave $250,000 to the Rotary Foundation. You happen to have one of those people in your club. And he was recognized, and his wife were recognized when Jennifer Jones was here back in October, I think it was, and whatever. No, so Pat is like, he's having fun in Hawaii. Otherwise, he would be here to, get the accolades in person. The endowment, that just says that if you donate to the endowment, and most of this is done by bequests by people that have Rotary in their estate plans, but some people give outright, like Pat, like our district governor elect, who's in the RcoL Society as well. And then the earnings are spent on Rotary Foundation programs over the year. And like I say, I'll be able to talk more about that. But just like with the annual fund, if you set it up with share, then guess what? That DDF will come back over time every year. In our district, it comes back to the clubs. And so you will have a permanent fund for your whatever projects you are. And if you're at a high enough level, we can craft a specific thing. So we'll go into your pet global grant. So it's our foundation. You contribute, we get the money, and we do the projects. And again, that's unique. There's charities that you say, gee, I hope they do something good with my money. Here you say, I'm going to decide what they do with their money because I'm crafting these projects. And I think I have a video to wrap up.
In a world full of challenges, you make solutions possible. Because of you, last year, we funded over 1,090 global grants, 470 district grants, and 310 disaster response grants. Together, we are providing clean water and growing local economies, supporting education, and promoting peace, supporting mothers and their children, providing aid to the communities affected by disasters, and preventing diseases like polio. Last year, Donors like you contributed more than $427 million to the Rotary Foundation. Because of you, together, we can do even more good. Thank you for your dedication to strengthening communities around the world. The Rotary Foundation.
And and I want to thank you for your past and continued support of the Rotary Foundation. And with that, I'll invite Good up. Because he has some awards. to help
Okay,
give out.
so, we got a few minutes, and, I'm going to call the names. Would you two, president and president, come in here? So you got. Yes. Okay, so one of you give the certificate. And one of you take care of the label.
Very good.
So, all right, so then, we'll be just collect and we take a picture. All right, so first, just as, Orin has outlined, Paul Harris Fellow, we have a special deal. We are matching over $100 with 100 foundation recognition points, so you can actually be Paul Harris Fellow in $500. So, we set the goal, first of all, EREY, we met the 100% goal. And yeah. And, Paul Harris Fellow, we set the goal of 100%. We are at 18 short. I think we're going to make it. And, now, then I'm going to say first, when the governor visited, we recognize the names, even though I may not have certificates and pins, I'm going to do the catch up. Bear with me. New Paul Harris Fellow, Trex Donovan, is he here? Oh, okay. Well, we're going to move. I'm going to call on Greg Norman, who has, come on, he has become a Paul Harris Society member, and also he pledged to be a major donor by end of the year. Yeah. Yeah. Robert Cohen. Bob. Come on over. Yeah, well, you'll find out. Frank, Alan Frank is a Paul Harris Society member. And Kathy and Patrick, Patrick Coyle. So both of you will get a certificate we recognized before. Come on up. Christian Ising, is he here? Okay. Jack Mills, please come on up. Mike Morgan? No, he's not here. Irving? All right. Don Sweeney. Okay, so Paul has society member plus he gets Paul Harris Fellow 1 and 2. Mike Thompson not here. Don Wentz. See here? Jeffrey Youngsma, you will get your certificate. All right. Splen. Did he leave? Oh. Brian Mayall and Susan, come on up. So these are the ones receiving multiple Paul Harris Fellow pins. James Schmitz? Nope. Linda Tinney is here. Hank Shea? Well, all right. So did everybody get pin and the certificate? Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to like do 2 lines
Okay.
or something?
Okay. Let's get.
How do we? Stand over here? Okay.
Everybody look toward.
Do we need to be closer?
There we go.
Oh, you guys get, Keep close like your friends.
Actually, you can see her.
All of your certificates and 1, 2, 3.
All right, congratulations.
Okay, quick announcement. I'll be in India until February 28th. But I got a lot of people volunteer to help me, so you'll have other people coming and following up on this thing. We still have a way to go. I'm sure we'll do it. Thank you very much.
And if there were any questions about my presentation, I can hang around or I'll see you at the winery.